Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from San Anita Park here on Saturday. It is April the 9th, 2016. I'm going to look at the stakes races. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections. I'm going to look at all the stakes races 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A full card of action to get to, so let's get on to it. The feature race, the San Diego Derby is today. Great card. There might be a chance of rain, so just keep that in mind. The fifth race today is the 36th edition of the Provincia Stakes, Grade 3, purse $150,000 for fillies 3-year-olds. Field 9 horses traveling the distance of 1 mile and a furlong on the turf course. The rail will hopefully be at 0 feet. I would guess so, since they don't have to use it for at least 3 weeks, the turf course. Mile and eighth. And I'm going to go do a superfecta key here this race. Going to key in on the 9 horse here as a top selection. And going to go key in on the 9. Going to go 1, 2, 5, 7 underneath. For a 10-cent super key, it's going to cost you $2.40. I might even play an exacta the same way. But number 9, if we can get this page loaded, technology, isn't it great? But number 9, Lady Valor, 5-2, Gary Stevens for Patrick Gallagher. Last time out, ran at San Anita Park on a good turf course, 1 mile in the China Doll Stakes, finished second by neck that day, and was really closing up that day. Very nice second place finish. Then San Anita Mile 8th and Main Expressway for $57,000 on the 13th of February, won by 5 1/4 lengths, and really just had a nice run that day. Got the lead at the top of the stretch and really went on to be an impressive victory. This horse has won once, and all other 3 starts have been second place finishes. Has only started 4 times, so I really like this horse here, 5-2. I could have went with the a few horses in this race. I really like the 2 horse My Rage also, who I kept going back to. That would be like a top. That would be like a second. My second bet here, but I think Lady Valor should really do well here with the added distance today of the mile and the furlong. She won at this distance, or broke her maiden at this distance. The class shouldn't be a problem. So to recap my bets for the Provincia Stakes, race number 5 from San Anita Park. Gonna go with the 9 horse here. Gonna do a superfecta key 9 with the 1, 2, 5, 7, 4. 10 sets going to cost you $2.40. So now let's get on to race number 7. The 7th race from San Anita. It is the 77th edition of the Santa Anita Oaks, Grade 1, purse $400,000 for fillies 3-year-olds. We have a field of 7 horses traveling the distance of ground of a mile and a 16th. Another nice race. The final prep race, hopefully, for Songbird, who's going to go over to Kentucky to run in the Kentucky Oaks at Churchill, and she looks very hard to beat in this race. The only way you can make money basically in this race is if you do like a trifecta and put like some 50, like a 50 to 1 shot underneath. That's the closest you'll make to any kind of profit, because if you play this horse to win or something like that, you're not going to make anything. This horse is undefeated, 6 for 6, won the Santa Isabel, won the Las Verges, won the Breeze Cup Juvenile Fillies, won the Chandelier, won the Delmar Debutante, and won a maiden special weight. So this horse is pretty good, and just in this spot, I think this is probably the easiest spot for this horse today. I think the next start, I think in the Kentucky Oaks, is going to be the hardest start for this horse. I think that might be where this horse is vulnerable. But today, this horse looks very good. Gonna probably get it here today. Been training decently. 4-4 workout last time out, 46-4. So I think this horse is ready. So to recap my bets for the 7th race from San Anita Park, the San Anita Oaks, with the 1 horse Songbird. Now let's get on to race number 8. The 8th race from San Anita Park is the 79th running of the San Anita Derby, Grade 1, purse $1 million for 3-year-olds. We have a field of 10 horses traveling the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/8, 1,800 meters, mile and 1/8. And in this race, I'm going to do a superfecta key here again. I'm going to key in on the 4, More Spirit. I really like this horse here at 8-5. And he's proven himself over a wet course if we get one today. Going to go, my superfecta key will include the 4 with the 2, 3, 5, 8 for 10 cents. Going to cost you $2.40. Number 4, More Spirit, 8-5, Gary Stevens. Last time out, ran San Anita Park, mile 16th on the 12th of March, in the San Felipe. Finished second by 2 lengths that day. He studied at the on the backstretch and really couldn't, get that extra run that day. Denzing Candy won that day. Then at San Anita in the Robert B. Lewis, won by 1.5 lengths. Really nice game victory. And then won the Los Alpha Charity and finished second on the slop in the Kentucky Jockey Club behind Aero Force. So he's proven himself on the slop. I know, what's his name, Bob Baffert would like to have a dry track. does he get it? Does he get it? We're not sure, but does he get the does he get the track? He can handle himself on on wet track, as you can tell by the Kentucky Dry Club. But today, he'd rather have the dry track, of course. But I think this horse should really do well here. Top selection here. So recap my bets for the eighth race. San Anita Derby from San Anita Park, of course. I'm gonna go with the four horse here. Gonna go four with the 2, 3, 5, 8 for my super key. So now let's get on to race number 9. The ninth race is the 12th running of the Thunder Road Stakes. Grade 3, purse $100,000 for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 13 horses. We have a scratch in this race. Take out the 2 horse McKee, who's out of it. Going 1 mile here on the turf course. 1 mile. And this race is a wide open race. I'm going to go to the 9 horse in this race, who is Finnegan's Wake. Going to key that horse on top of a superfecta key with a 3, 5, 7, 12 for 10 cents. It's going to cost you $2.40. But number 9, Finnegan's Wake, 9-2, Victor Espinosa's for Peter Miller out of Powers Court, who I believe won the, who actually got squaff out, I believe, in 2004. Arlington Million, and then came back to win it the year after or the year before, something like that. But last time out, ran at Del Mar, hasn't run since July the 18th. 1 mile in the 8th in the Eddie Reed Stakes. His horse finished third by 5 1/4 lengths that day. You know, he needed a run that day. He had it was a very wet turf course. Remember that opening weekend from San Diego just was wet, and wet. Then start 4 that was in the Hollywood Gold Cup here at San Diego, formerly run at Hollywood Park, of course. This horse finished 4th by 4.5 lengths. You know, he finished 4th, but it was a decent 4th place finish. And then in the Manhattan, this horse finished 4th, and then won the Turf Classic at Churchill last season. I think this horse is it's a good spot for this horse to run back. He should really do well here today. The turf course is going to be a little moisture in it. The thing that scares me, his worst races have come on a turf course that has a little moisture in it. So, but I think today in this spot he should really do well. He's not facing, he's not facing the class he was facing in the Eddie Reed Gold Cup, of course. So to recap my bets for the 9th race from San Anita Park, gonna go with the 9 horse here. Gonna do superfecta key 9 with the 3, 5, 7, 12 for a 10-cent super key. It's gonna cost you $2.40. Now let's get on to race number 10. 10th race from San Anita Park is the 5th edition of the Eddie Echo Stakes. Purse $200,000. It's for 3-year-olds here, California breds. 9 horses traveling the distance of ground of 6 1/2 furlongs. 6 1/2. And I'm going to give you a bit of a price here. I'm going to go to the outside to the 9 horse, who is, and hopefully I say this right, Zinging Onto the Bone, 5-1. Martin Pedroza for Walter Solis last time out. Ran at San Diego, 1 mile, an optional 80,000. Claimer 9 was 1. Finished second by 1.5 lengths. Got the lead early and just held the second all throughout after he lost the lead. I think cutting back to this distance today, this horse will really do well. Start before that, mile 16th San Diego in the California Cup Derby. This horse finished third by 14 3/4 lengths that day behind Smokey's Image and Tough It Out. You know, he held third that day. Didn't get the lead, was 2 lengths off of it early, but you know, cutting back to 6 1/2 today. He has a win at 6 1/2 at Del Mar during the fall. This horse is a better sprinter, I believe. This horse should really excel here with cutting back. Workout low sal, 5-4 workout, 59.3. The third best workout is 17. So recap my bets for the 10th race from San Diego Park here on the Saturday program. San Diego Derby Day. Gonna go with the 9 horse here. Gonna do a superfecta key 9 with the 1, 2, 3, 7. For 10 cents, can cost you $2.40. Now let's get on to race number 11, the final race I'm going to handicap for you. It is the 5th running of the Evening Jewel Stakes, purse $200,000 for Phillies 3-year-olds, California breds here. Part of the California Golden Series, whatever they want to call that stuff. 6 1/2. And my top selection here is going to be the 4 horse. Number 4, if we get the page open, is Pacific Heat at odds of 9-5. Going to keep that horse on top of my ticket with the 2, 5, 9, 10 for 10 cents. It's going to cost you $2.40. But Pacific Heat, Flavian Pratt for Peter Urton last time out in the China Doll. This horse finished 4th by 3/4 length. Was on the lead all throughout, then just got swallowed up late in the race. And then the California Cup Oaks. First start on turf. This horse really excelled. Won by 5 1/4 lengths. Had this horse that day, and it just ran really well. Cutting to 6 1/2 to 7 furlongs today. Whatever the distance is, 6 1/2. But 7 furlongs. This horse has run in the past. He actually won the Golden State Juvenile Phillies at Del Mar in October and broke her maiden at 5.5 at Low South. She'll really do well here, 9 to 5. Not a lot you can do with the price, but tough to beat in those spots. So recap my bets for race number 11 from San Diego Park. I'm gonna go with the 4 horse here. Gonna do a super effective key 4 with the 2, 5, 9, 10 for 10 cents. Gonna cost $2.40. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.